Good evening and welcome to the News Hour Agenda. I'm Madhvdas Gopalakrishnan. The Lok Sabha today witnessed a fierce showdown over the caste census. Opposition's demand for caste census, spearheaded by leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi, took a personal turn after Union Minister Anurag Thakur said that those who don't know their caste are calling for a caste count. Even though Thakur didn't name anyone, the India bloc saw these remarks as directed against Rahul Gandhi and hit back. Rahul Gandhi reacted to Thakur's remark and asserted that no matter how many abuses are hurled at him, he will continue to fight for caste census and will ensure that it happens. SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav also came out in support of Rahul Gandhi and asked how could the Union Minister bring up anyone's caste, former Union Minister at that, beg your pardon. Take a look at how the face-off unfolded inside the House.
जिसकी जात का पता नहीं वो गन्ना की बात करता है। जिसकी जात का पता नहीं वो गन्ना की बात करता है। अनुराग ठाकुर जी ने मुझ पर गाली दी है। अनुराग ठाकुर जी ने मुझे इंसल्ट किया है, मगर मैं अनुराग ठाकुर जी से कोई माफी नहीं चाहता हूं। मुझे कोई माफी की जरूरत नहीं है। आदिवासियों की, पिछड़ों की बात उठाता है, जो भी उनके लिए लड़ता है उसको गाली खाना ही पड़ता है। और मैं ये सब गालियां खुशी से खाऊंगा। जाति जनगणना हम करा के दिखाएंगे। खत्म। आपको जितनी गाली देनी है आप दीजिए, हम खुशी से लेंगे। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद। इनसे ये पूछना चाहता हूं, आपने जाति कैसे पूछ ली है बताइए बस। आप जाति कैसे पूछ सकते हैं? आप बताएं, जाति कैसे पूछ सकते हैं? आप पूछ के दिखाओ जाति तुम। आप जाति कैसे पूछोगे तुम? कैसे पूछोगे जाति?
The Congress party also hit back at Anurag Thakur and said that Rahul's caste is shahadat.
ये मानसिकता सिर्फ भारतीय जनता पार्टी की ही हो सकती है कि एक ऐसे आदमी के लिए इस तरह के अपशब्दों का इस्तेमाल करें जो एक शहीद परिवार का बेटा है। उनसे ये पूछा जाए कि आपकी तो जात का ही पता नहीं है। हम बताते हैं राहुल गांधी की जात क्या है। राहुल गांधी के पिता का नाम है शहीद और राहुल गांधी की जात है, इस परिवार की जाति है शहादत। ये अनुराग ठाकुर को, राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ को और भारतीय जनता पार्टी को कभी समझ में नहीं आ सकता।
The India bloc has taken umbrage to Anurag Thakur's caste jibe. It is Rahul Gandhi himself who has repeatedly asked people about their caste during his various yatras over the past few years. And as recently as yesterday, he even in his speech on the union budget discussion made a mention of the traditional halwa ceremony to point out that there were no Dalits, Adivasis and OBCs in the budget making team. Take a look at these reactions.
पोस्टर नहीं आने दूंगा। सर फोटो दिखाना गलत नहीं है सर। आपकी परमिशन लेके परमिशन नहीं है आपकी। सर मैं ये फोटो दिखाना चाह रहा हूँ। मैं समझाना चाह रहा हूँ। नियम के तहत परमिशन नहीं है माननीय। अच्छा सर, मैं ये फोटो समझाना चाह रहा हूँ। सर इसमें ये जो बजट का जो हलवा है सर, ये बट रहा है। और इस फोटो में सर मुझे एक ओबीसी अफसर नहीं दिख रहा, एक आदिवासी अफसर नहीं दिख रहा, एक दलित अफसर नहीं दिख रहा। मुझे देश का हलवा बट रहा है सर, और इसमें 73% का एक है ही नहीं। सर ये आप लोग हलवा खा रहे हो और बाकी देश को हलवा मिल ही नहीं रहा है। देश के एसेट्स में ओबीसी की कितनी हिस्सेदारी है, दलितों की कितनी हिस्सेदारी है, आदिवासियों की कितनी हिस्सेदारी है, देश के इंस्टीट्यूशंस में आदिवासी कितने, ओबीसी कितने, दलित कितने? मैं आपसे पूछ लेता हूं, इस कमरे में दलित कितने हैं? देखिए, ये मजा देखिए। इस कमरे में ओबीसी कितने हैं? हाथ उठा के दिखा दीजिए, देखिए मजा। नहीं, वो आप कैमरामैन है भैया, आपकी बात नहीं कर रहा हूं मैं, इनकी बात कर रहा हूं। तो ये सवाल है, हिंदुस्तान के इंस्टीट्यूशंस में ओबीसी कितने, दलित कितने, आदिवासी कितने? मीडिया के आप, नाम क्या आपका? हाँ, आप शिव प्रसाद जी हैं। आपके मालिक का क्या नाम है? आपके मालिक का क्या नाम है? क्या नाम है? नाम बताओ, नाम बताओ। ओए मारो मत यार, मारो मत उसको, मारना नहीं है, मारना नहीं है। नाम बताओ उसका। वो ओबीसी है? नहीं। वो दलित है? नहीं।
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
All right, let's take this across to our guests. Joining us, we have Aparajita Sarangi, MP and national spokesperson of the BJP. Tushar Gupta is a political analyst joining us. Professor Jyotsna Tirunagari is a spokesperson of the TDP. We have Lokesh Jindal, political analyst, joining us. Ghanshyam Tiwari is a national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Vivek Srivastava is a political analyst joining us on the broadcast as well. Let me start first and foremost with you, Aparajita Sarangi. The sum and substance of what's being said over here, as far as the comments being made by former Union Minister Anurag Thakur, is that, you know, when you say that those who don't know their caste are asking for counting, it's a comment that's a bit distasteful. Fine, he didn't name Rahul Gandhi, but it's something that, you know, you don't expect parliamentarians to, you know, pull punches such as these below the belt.
A very good evening. I have been in the Lok Sabha for the past 3 days. The budget for 24-25 was discussed threadbare. Rahul Gandhi ji made statements. Today Anurag Thakur ji made statement, and thereafter the finance minister of the country put forth her views. See, the fact remains that Rahul Gandhi ji, when he spoke, was extremely rough and rude in his demeanor and in his speech. Nobody can deny that. It's not that we liked his way of speaking. He is also a member of parliament like all of us. So the rules apply to both the sides. Rules do not apply to one side. You please go back to yesterday's speech of Rahul Gandhi ji and you will be aghast the kind of words that he has used, you know, the kind of demeanor that he has displayed. I think it's pathetic. We never expected in the Lok Sabha to see a leader of opposition behaving or speaking in this kind of
manner.
What are
the specific comments that you're referring to? Because I want to get in a response from the other side. Tell us what are the specific comments of Rahul that you're objecting to.
Now Rahul, I'm coming to that. Rahul Gandhi wants national caste census. Who stops him from asking for that? I mean, he is the leader of opposition. He can ask for the stars, he can ask for the moon. But there are methodologies, there are ways of doing that. It's good that he has spoken. Let's see how it goes. So there is absolutely nothing wrong in asking for caste census. We have no objection at all. But let me tell you, I want to take you back to 2011. Socio-economic caste census had been done by the then UPA government. And at that point of time, I remember I was an officer, I was the Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Rural Development. The socio-economic caste census was put in the public domain partially. The caste part was not put in the public domain. Now, let me ask why. I'm also a member of parliament. I want to ask the Congress as to why at that point of time the caste figures or the caste data in full was not put in public domain. That time, 2011, it was their government. Now he's asking for caste census. Well and good. There would be methodologies and he has asked for it. I'm sure something would come out of it. Now, Anurag Thakur ji today spoke. Yes, he did. But then Anurag Thakur ji was very candid when he said that he did not mention the name of the person. Did he mention the name of the person?
Two questions.
He did not mention the name
Two
of the
questions
person.
that come out of what you've just stated,
Aparajita
Aparajita Sarangi. Let me get in a response from the other side. I want Lokesh Jindal to come in. Lokesh Jindal, A, Anurag Thakur didn't mention Rahul Gandhi's name. Why get so worked up when there's no specific comment about any individual? And B, what about your own government's track record? When you have conducted a survey in the past, why wasn't it made public?
Well, first of all, the statement made by Anurag Thakur is irresponsible and does not befit to that of a member of parliament, and the tenor is also unparliamentary. Because the idea is all about social justice. And when he says that, if a person जिसकी जाति का मालूम नहीं वो जाति जनगणना की बात कर रहा है, I mean, this is something ridiculous. I mean, what about if somebody would have said जिसको परिवार का पता नहीं वो परिवार की बात कर रहा है? All these forms of unparliamentary rhetorics These are simply to move away, deviate from the real issue, the issue of that of social justice. And secondly, with respect to socio-economic caste census, the 2011 socio-economic caste census, it was completed in 2013. And the entire data was available to the 2014 government as well. My question is, since all that data is available to the government post 2014, why wasn't it made public by the government? And post 2014 also, in fact, up till now, the Congress has time and again called for an inclusive form of policy formulation, and for which caste census is a necessity, so that we can know who are the true beneficiaries. Why is the government?
No, but Lokesh, there's a problem there. Your government didn't release the data. Now you're saying, why did the Modi government not do it? I mean, there's no logic in that argument.
See, the 2013, the data that was released, it was a partial release that was given. And post 2014, the entire data was
why not?
Government.
No, why not? Why not? Why couldn't the full data not have been released by your government?
There were certain issues with respect to the sampling, and there were certain objections that were being made. In fact, post 2014, the NDA government stated that it could not verify the authenticity of the data and called that only 97-98% of the data is accurate, and there were certain discrepancies.
Okay,
and it had withheld the data.
Let me bring in Tushar on that. Tushar, is that a fair point? There were some sampling issues and discrepancies. That's why we couldn't release the full data. The Modi government is free to have done that, is the argument coming from Lokesh Jindal. Please respond.
No, why is Congress always some or the other issue they are facing when it comes to actual facts? ये पूरा दिन कास्ट सेंसस करते हैं, इनको बोलिए आपने कास्ट सेंसस करवाया था, करिए रिलीज, क्या प्रॉब्लम है, कौन रोक रहा है आपको? देन दे वोंट डू इट. Madhav, I'll tell you something today on this show, and I'll make a prophecy here for 2029. You know why Rahul Gandhi goes around town asking everyone for their caste, even asking the journalist who's only doing his job, आपकी caste क्या, आपके मालिक की caste क्या है? And I hear this out. He's creating the foundation for his campaign in the future for private sector reservations, a hint of which we saw in the Congress's Nyay Patra of 2024. He's not only dividing the Hindus on caste line, he's also making a campaign for private sector reservations which will decimate our economy. And why is it problematic that someone is asking Rahul Gandhi's caste? ये पूरे देश का जाति जनगणना कराएंगे, रैली में खड़े होकर जर्नलिस्ट से उसके मालिक की जाति पूछेंगे, कोई पार्लियामेंट में इनकी जाति नहीं पूछ सकता. What sort of entitlement is this? If he's so confident that a caste census is going to benefit the country, as Lokesh Jindal says, it's about social justice. I don't know what kind of social justice. They should start with revealing their own caste.
Okay.
I can bet you right now, Lokesh Jindal doesn't know what Rahul Gandhi's caste is. Every time you attack them on emergency, they have a problem. You attack them on their handling of the economy, they say हमें गाली दे रहे. You attack them on their handle of national security, they say हमें गाली दे रहे. आज आप कास्ट सेंसस की बात कर रहे हो, आपका हर प्रवक्ता कास्ट सेंसस की बात करे, तो अपनी जाति भी बताइए ना. आपको सिर्फ हिंदूज को ही बांटना है, आपको कोई आपको फैक्ट नहीं बताना.
Okay, Ghanshyam, I think that's a very pertinent question. In Parliament, Akhilesh Yadav said कि आप जाति कैसे पूछ सकते हैं? He was very agitated, in the midst, and we saw that soundbite play out. But here's the question coming in from Tushar, and this is the question indeed, that when Mr. Rahul Gandhi himself asked the caste in a press conference कि कितने दलित है, कितने OBC है, आपकी जाति क्या है, मालिक कौन है, etc. Then the same yardstick should apply. Otherwise, it is nothing but entitlement. Ghanshyam.
Good evening, Madhav, to you, the viewers, and the fellow panelists. There are three important things. One is to play innocent is treating the viewers as fool. In clear colloquial terms, common language, when somebody says that जिसको खुद की अपनी जात का पता नहीं हो ये पूछ रहा है, is akin to saying जिसको अपने पिता का पता नहीं हो ये पूछ रहा है. It is a gali. In colloquial terms, it is a gali. And somebody who thinks that viewers are fool can only play innocent at this stage. The fact that Goli Maro fame, Anurag Thakur, who came into politics sitting on the shoulder of his family, stands up in a rally and says Goli Maro, gets away with it. Brinda Karat filed an FIR. The fact that in the parliament he can get away by repeating and thundering applause. Aparajita Sarangi ji is here. I respect her. But even she will acknowledge that this thundering applause of BJP MPs in the parliament when Anurag Thakur repeatedly gave this gali is a shame, is a blot on the parliament. it will be expunged if it has not already been expunged. So no one should play innocent thinking that viewers are fool. There is no excuse for Anurag Thakur to stand up and give this gali. And the reason Akhilesh ji stood up is for thousands of years the Dalits backwards have faced their jati as gali. And this government that comes up with this lame excuse, the UPA 2 government did not release the caste census. Okay. They were sitting with that data for 1 year, 2 years. As Aparajita ji said, then this government has been sitting on that data for 10 years. There's no logic to it. It's absolute nonsense.
Let me bring in, since you mentioned Aparajita ji's name.
The Minister has gone on record and said that we want to release caste census.
Yeah.
But there is no excuse for BJP leaders standing up and thumping multiple repetitions of gali by Anurag Thakur in the parliament. There cannot be an excuse for that.
All right. Let me put that question. Since you've taken Aparajita Sarangi's name, Aparajita Sarangi, the allegation coming in, you heard Ghanshyam. He said that in the past also when there's been controversial statements, Anurag Thakur said that statement came from the crowd. I only repeated the first half of what is perhaps a known phrase, but a politically incorrect term, which many would believe is also an inciting violence. In this case also, he's not said anyone's name, but the kind of implication is something that is very, very, as I said to begin with, distasteful. They're saying it's an insult. Rahul Gandhi said it's an abuse. Please respond to the points being made by Ghanshyam. Aparajita.
Let us not deviate from today's concern. We are talking of today's debate in the Lok Sabha. Now, number two, he just mentioned, Ghanshyam ji just mentioned that Akhilesh Yadav ji got up and said, "Are jati kyo pooch rahe ho?" Now, Akhilesh Yadav ji can ask, and all these people will remain mum. But then Rahul Gandhi will definitely ask as to what was the caste of all the officers who are part of the Halwa ceremony. Now, what kind of question is this? So I think you cannot have double standards. I think decency has to cut both ways, and decency has to be shown by both the parties. So I think please अपने गिरेबान में झांक कर देखिए और फिर दूसरी बात कहें तो अच्छा लगेगा. जहां तक राहुल गांधी जी का सवाल है, निश्चित तौर पर कहूंगी कि मोहब्बत की दुकान से अब झूठ और गलत बयान भी बेचे जा रहे हैं.
Okay. I just want to ask a simple.
Rahul Gandhi's speech we have heard yesterday and the kind of demeanor, the kind of behavior that he showed was
Before I go across to other panelists,
something to be.
Yeah, you made that point. Rahul's demeanor has also been equally aggressive. Some of the comments that he has made, the BJP feels are distasteful. But Ghanshyam, you can respond to that in one simple question. Since your party, the Congress party and Mr. Rahul Gandhi and various other opposition parties are asking for a caste census, how will you do a caste census without asking the caste of a person?
There's a difference. And it is, as I said, let us not play innocent because viewers are not fools. It is clear there's a difference in saying what is the name of your father and saying you don't even know the name of your father. What Anurag Thakur said is akin of that. And if anybody who plays innocent thinks that viewers are foolish and they will not be repeated it multiple times.
Coming to you, Tushar. Let him complete. I'm coming to you. Tushar, I'm coming to you.
That is why.
Okay.
I respect the honesty of Aparajita ji in calling it, even in an indirect way, calling it indecent.
Okay.
That is what we expect from our members of parliament.
Okay. You've not answered my question, but anyway, Tushar.
It has to be called out as indecent.
Tushar.
राहुल गांधी टेल्स द बीजेपी आप हिंदू बनते हो, आप हिंसक हो. अखिलेश यादव जी जब उनसे स्वाति मलिवाल के बारे में सवाल पूछा जाता है, वो सवाल को नकार देते हैं और यहां हम घनश्याम तिवारी जी से डिमीनर पर लेक्चर लेंगे. माय सिंपल क्वेश्चन माधव, राहुल गांधी इन अ कैंपेन रैली आस्क्ड अ जर्नलिस्ट, अरे तुम्हारी जाति क्या है? क्या वो उसको गाली दे रहे थे? क्या वो उसको पिता की गाली दे रहे थे? ही आस्क्ड इन अ प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कितने ओबीसी, कितने एससी, कितने एसटी, यहाँ पे सबकी जाति क्या है? क्या वो सारे मीडिया वालों को गाली दे रहे थे? माधव, you have been on the road covering so many elections. Tell me, is it common for a leader or a political rally you're covering to ask you what is your caste?
That's
hey, people don't even ask what your channel is. This man is asking what is your caste. And again, on the floor of the again, on the floor of the parliament, he's saying, हम जाति जनगणना करवाएंगे. He's repeated himself. So if Anurag Thakur asks him कि आपकी जाति क्या है, इसमें गाली कैसे होगी? Why is Ghanshyam Tiwari lying on national television and misconstructing facts for the people?
Okay. And let me bring in Vivek Srivastava. Vivek Srivastava, this is a pure misrepresentation by the opposition, says the BJP, and they are saying that how can there be double standards? If you are in the public asking people, media and other members as to what their caste is, when the same question comes in inside the parliament, is it not entitlement? That's the question being asked here. Please respond to that.
I'll first come to the root of the whole problem. The root of the whole problem is our difference in ideologies, because of which India Alliance stands together. The Sangh Parivar, the BJP, they have an ideology of Hindu supremacy through the Brahminical supremacy. That is what the RSS and the Sangh Parivar stand for. Bhagwa, the Brahmins, the texts, the religion, the mythology. And then there is always a byproduct, which is caste discrepancy. We believe that India will prosper only when the Dalits, the minorities, the OBCs, all of them will stand up, they will prosper, they have jobs, they have businesses, they have houses, and they have an equal standard of living and equal respect as that of the upper caste. That is still yet to be achieved by our nation. And that is why it is necessary, according to India Alliance, to have a systematic caste survey so that we know the right statistics as to how to give the welfare to which community and where. That is what the game is all about. The BJP is not very happy about it because it doesn't suit their basic ideology of Hindutva. So that is why the clash is there. For the vote bank, they will say, yes, 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 we are also in favor of reservation. Yes, yes, yes,
here's what Finance Minister said. I'm just quoting what Finance Minister said. Just hear me out. Hear me out.
Coming back.
Hear me out. Here's a question. I'm posing a question to you. Here's what Finance Minister quoted in the Parliament to, point out what she's obviously referring to as a hypocrisy of a Congress slogan in 1980. Na jaat par, na paat par, Indra ji ki baat par, muhar lagegi haath par.
Yes.
If there was no belief in caste in the 80s, where is this sudden? And in fact, even as we very well know, the Mandal Commission report was gathering dust for almost a decade. If that was the position then, why has it suddenly and radically changed 40 years hence?
Now, yes. Two things. First of all, the concept of SC/ST reservation came up by the Congress party. That is the first part. Ambedkar ji was a reality. Reservation came in the government sector. Schemes came. Welfare started. Then the concept of the backward reservation came. Yes, the Congress has admitted on grounds that we delayed the implementation and they want to amend it. And that is where the story needs to end. However, when Rahul Gandhi is talking about the caste to people, he is not ridiculing anyone. He is not ridiculing anyone. He is not trying to point it out कि तुम्हारी कास्ट है साहब, ये सुनो आप. लेकिन यहाँ जो अनुराग ठाकुर ने किया है, that is ridiculing. You are ridiculing Mr. Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition. You are being critical and sarcastic. Once he said, देश के गद्दारों को गोली मारो सालों को. Everybody knew to whom you were referring.
Let's not repeat that.
So that is a typical style of Rahul Thakur.
I'm only going to request everyone, let's not bring in slogans that are controversial.
Agreed.
Let's not take away from the thrust of the debate. I've actually referred to that. Vivek, I've actually referred to that. And I'm going to just request Professor Jyotsna Tiruganagiri to come in on this. Because Jyotsna Tiruganagiri, there's a very important question. Now, here you have, obviously a divide on this particular debate between the government and the opposition. But several allies of the NDA, including the Apna Dal, including the JDU, have all made similar demands for a caste census. So at the end of the day, the demand, if it's being seen by several NDA allies as being a justified one, is it something that the government will be able to oppose for long?
Madhav, good evening to one and all. I'll tell you one thing here. The timing probably is something that's really important, Madhav. Here, why are you making it a big issue is my question. And these were the same people who said...
debate in Parliament, ma'am.
No, listen, Madhav. I'll tell you, I'm not talking about our channel. I'm talking about the debate that they're doing. I'll tell you why. These were the same people who said, Jati ki ganna karne se koi fayda nahi hoga. Remember, Madhav? These were the same people who said that. Today they come up and they're talking about, I am really surprised that certain panelists talking about Brahmin, certain talking about the Brahmanism and all this. And I'm telling you, why is caste, why are you talking so much on caste? Isn't it the NDA which has got the National Commission of Backward Classes? Isn't it the NDA which has ensured OBC's reservations in government jobs and education institutions? Isn't it the NDA, Madhav? And here, we are not against anything. The only point is a simple halwa ceremony, and they exploit it for caste. Come on. And वो करे तो अच्छा, हम करे तो बुरा. एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में Rahul Gandhi can ask each and every person who is sitting there, and even journalists, he can slam them, saying that what is your caste? But a fellow parliamentarian, not even naming by his name, talks the same thing. It's a big abuse. Heights of hypocrisy. Honestly, heights of hypocrisy. I'm sorry. And again, and above all, I have one question, Madhav. Wayanad is suffering today. Suffering really bad. Almost 106 people lost their lives there. And the public representative from that parliament constituency is sitting in the parliament talking about caste, talking about caste census and divisive politics, if I have to mention
he's
that.
headed there tomorrow. He's headed there tomorrow, but I want to get a quick response from Lokesh Jindal to that. Lokesh Jindal, quick response,
First
please.
of all, in the Mandal case itself, the Supreme Court has agreed that caste can be used as a means for reasonable classification. So as a means to classify a section of community that are deprived from their social and economic rights, caste still forms the basic classification method. So asking for a caste or calling for a socio-economic caste census is not something that is legally, ethically, morally, or in any basis wrong. So when Rahul Gandhi is talking about social justice, he's talking about Jati Janganana. That is something which is very much a prerequisite to attaining the goal of social justice. And secondly, madam, we all stand with the people of Wayanad, and it was a constituency from where Rahul Gandhi was a representative. The entire nation stands strong.
All right,
And
we'll have to leave it there. Lokesh Jindal, all eyes on what will transpire in Parliament. Are we going to see more heated debates until the 12th of next month, until when, of course, the budget session continues. Meanwhile, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us this evening. Aparajita Sarangi, Tushar Gupta, Professor Jyotsna Tirunagiri, Lokesh Jindal, Ghanshyam Tiwari, and Vivek Srivastava.